How's that for a slice of fried gold? So now you know fully how this RAM is going to be used. Use this series as an example of how to drag something not particularly interesting over 9 episodes. Now that the interior is completed in a very basic sense of the word, it's on to the next part of this build. Removing everything all over again. What kind of sadistic nonsense is this? Well, there are a few areas that I want to tidy up that haven't been shown on camera, because I float like a brick, stink like brie, and the viewers can't critique what the eyes can't see. I'm also aware that the table thing makes access to the sink a little bit troublesome, but that's something I'll just have to live with for now. In the meantime, dishes will be done in the style of a nun, although it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. Anyway, the main reason for removing everything is to do the following things. Paint the cut battery box. Fit the shunt without exploding it. Add the storage push locks. Mount the 12-volt slide properly. Lacquer the wood. Bit of laser engraving. Little interior paint touch-ups. Using up the rest of my sound deadening. Installing the RAM wiring properly, generally cleaning up, stripping the doors and cleaning up everything in the door jambs, replacing this horrendous window pinch weld, amongst other things. And on that note, let the stripping commence. I also fitted the sink, by the way. Delightful. Now, I'm well aware painting with a brush is not the best surface finish you're ever going to get, but this is purely for rust prevention. Because as we all know, this is all hidden away anyway. Now, as usual, it's time to use some relatively obscure machinery. Now, this is a laser engraver. And they're bloody cheap and quite good. So I'm going to use this to engrave the switches on this piece of wood. And it's literally that simple to set up. You pretty much just choose the picture you want and where you want to put it and press go. Now, as I'd rather not destroy a very expensive camera lens, I'm not going to record laser engraving. But if you like, you can see the green flashes sped up. So I'll do that a few more times, and then I can put some varnish on it. I forgot something. Much better. So now I'm pretty much in the position that I was a month ago, and I have some lovely things like this to tidy up. Now in other news, my shunt is now finally working. So that's something, I guess. Now most of this wiring is just extending wires from one place to another and adding fuses in a more convenient place. So there's not really that much more to say about it. So this is how I'll leave it for now. I'm well aware it's not exactly perfect, but it's definitely functional. I've got fuses for the fridge, the shunt, and the light. What I'll probably end up doing is putting a breaker here as well, just in case there's a short between the inverter and the battery. Afterwards, I've got to sort out the wiring on the other side. For some reason, some genius decided to wire the reverse camera so that it's on all the time on the second battery. So I'll have to reroute this to the front into the engine bay and run it off the accessories box. But for now, I can consider that done until I start putting everything back together again. So that concludes probably the shortest episode to date, because I'm sure nobody wants to watch me do tiny little jobs here and there that nobody even knew about in the first place. So in the background, I'll gradually work my way through the list, and with any luck there'll be something a bit more impressive to look forward to afterwards that doesn't involve me. That's foreshadowing.